Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We have a 3v3 for you here on the settlement of Petra. And yeah, this one's been sent to us by Emperor Kandikatsu. And as always, let's go over the players on the field of battle quickly, go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we'll start off with the defenders since we can't see them, and then we'll work our way around. Playing as Rome, we have TTV Exo Trojan, name we've seen before. Playing as Egypt, we have Max. And playing as Arverni, we have Barbed Mean. We've seen him before as well. Attacking, we have, playing as Kush, Celtic Stan. Playing as Seleucid, we have DJ437. And then playing as Arvaki is Emperor Kandikatsu himself. So we'll go over army comps and then we'll get this. Actually, you know what? Let's just we'll do it slow-mo and then we'll get underway. How about that? So we'll start off with Arvaki. They're kind of all over the place here. Way over here, we have a unit of guerrilla warriors who have been discovered. Yeah, I don't think they have stock. I don't think so. No, they do. They should stay. Can remove hidden in any terrain. So I don't know why that they're spotted. Unless it's just because they're so close to the, there they go, now they're hidden. So we have guerrilla warriors, we have some Celt-Iberian cavalry, noble fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and noble fighters, very scary, very scary. We have 4 units of Balearics, I'm assuming, yes we do. And then we have some Iberian spears, Scutari, Iberian swordsmen, Iberian swords, Scutari, and then a big old ballista. And that appears to be it from Arvaki. Seleucid is rocking. We got a front line of, looks like thorax swords across. Yes, we do. And then we think we have some, oh, wow, silver shield swords. Silver shield sword general, another show. Man, was money not an object here? Thorax sword. Is that really all he brought? Oh no, okay, we got some stuff over here too. A unit of royal peltists, 1 unit of Thorio spears, and then 4 Syrian heavies, I am assuming. Yes, it is. And then finally, Kush is bringing. Wow, really got some guys all the way back here, huh? Armored Shotel warriors. We have Kushite royal guard infantry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oof. 9. Just that's it. Just 9 armored Shotel warriors. Holy crap! And what we got up here? 2 Kushite slave infantry, 3 Kushite slave infantry, man. And then he also has 4 royal Kushite archers, solid archer unit. Really solid, actually. I mean, 40 missile damage, 150 range, and then they get quick reload. Honestly, that's like, now that I'm thinking about it, that's even better than, or on par with the Chimerians, isn't it? The Chimerian heavy archers, I think. I feel like. I could be wrong. I don't know. Okay. So, let's continue on here. We can see that Arvaki has used his guerrilla deployment abilities to move these towers a little bit forward to try and take out the ballista crews here. He's managed to take out one of Arverni's crew. Meanwhile, over here, Egypt has managed to swing his ballista around so he won't get shot at. I don't know if they could have put something here. This is, no, it's not. That would be cool if that was a gate, actually. Yeah, I don't think that they could have been able to put something over here, but actually, you know what? Maybe if he had put a tower here, facing this way, that might have worked, perhaps. I'm not sure. And then Rome over here is, yeah, he has swung his ballista around as well. It might have behooved the attackers to put a tower over here as well. Yeah, he is all his guys. He's not going to lose anybody. 21 kills for them. They have 109 so far, and they're not firing. I think they should still have enough to actually be able to fire, so why they aren't, I'm not sure. Wall's down to 93%, it's about to drop. We can start to see some Rome here. Woo! Triple gold chevron Hastati. Wow, okay. Okay. Triple silver chevron, triple gold. That's, I mean, I was about to say a well-polished turd, but Hastati, actually, they're not terrible. They really aren't that bad. That's a pretty solid unit. Scutari up on the towers. Looks like Kush is going to move over here to knock down this wall as well. Not a bad idea, because then you can do a little bit of a flanking force around these Hastati, but it's also, I always wonder if it is a good idea to knock this wall down. I mean, they're coming over here, so I guess it's a moot point, but if no one does actually assault this section of the wall, I always wonder if it's a good idea to knock this section of the wall down, because then, if you don't, you have a nice little pathway to go over here and potentially flank around. We can start to see a little bit more of Egypt. No, we can't. I lied. But of course, on the flip side, the enemy can also do the same to you as well. So that is something that you have to be aware of. So, knocking down some more walls. Ooh, looks like he definitely waited. He spent all of his ammo. He has to. Well, he still does have a shot lined up. I mean, he doesn't have much left, if he has any left, because destroying a siege tortoise takes most of your ammunition. Got some armored legionaries here. We can start to see more of Egypt with Thurio spears, carrying axe. Okay, that's polishing a turd right there. Triple bronze chevron carrying axemen. They are taking fire, probably from the siege towers. I mean, melee defense of 42 is actually not that bad. That's like pretty solid. The melee attack of 34 is like okay too. I just think that maybe like you could have. I might have tried to put this into some of the thorax swords instead. See some chosen swords. We have Syrians here from Rome. We got Hastati in the back. Some more Hastati there. Now we can see that Seleucid is moving forward. I would really like to see Kush, however, start to bring up. There we go. He's starting to bring up his army. Arvaki has also done the same, brought them a little bit closer. Celtiberian Cav just on the wings, probably checking to make sure that no one's going to do some sneaky sneak around the back. Over here, what do we got? Some more carrying axemen. Did they like go for like a full carrying axeman build? Wow, Egypt's getting up on the walls. Well, actually, that is a decent idea, because if he does go... Ooh. What are we shooting at here? Is he going for the tower? Oh no, Egypt, you fool! His thorax swords are on auto fire, and they're just going to waste their jabbies. I'm wondering if he's going after the tower here, because he did take a shot. But also, that's an interesting thought. I never thought of that. If there is indeed enemy troops up on the wall, and you destroy the arrow tower, does it collapsing damage the unit itself? I never thought of that, actually. That is an interesting thought.
Gotcha.
Alright, so Kuch is really just going around knocking down all these walls. I mean, kudos on him for using his slave infantry to just kind of like do the dirty work, so that Seleucid, Arvaki, and yeah, even Kush's armored chotels don't have to get their hands dirty in that sense. And these guys are still just kind of like hanging out, not really doing anything at the moment. I mean, if they landed a little bit over here and came down, I mean, this Scutari could easily wipe out these guys. It's 42, 35, 60, and 60. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Carrying Axemen don't stand a chance. Carrying Axemen actually aren't like a terrible unit. Alright, so over here, Hastati and Thorax Swords going at it. Thorax Swords actually losing. Not surprising, since, I mean, look at the 52, 62 melee defense, 61 base morale. What Seleucid needs to be doing, though, is not really focusing so much on the archers, although I'm sure his archers are getting focused down. Yeah, I guess that is the smart thing to do. It's just unfortunate, because if he was able to fire into the backs of these Hastatis, the Thorax Swords definitely would have had a better time. So right off the bat, not doing so great. Looks like... What is he going after here? Or is he just firing? Maybe he's just randomly firing in here? Trying to get some kills? But I mean... I feel like Arvaki needs to push against Egypt hard. because this attack over here is just getting absolutely stuffed. I mean, with the amount of arrow fire that's been coming in, too, Gallic Hunters should not be this close, because if they're going to get focused down by the archers from Kush, or even Seleucid, they're going to get shredded because of their low armor. Syrians pulling back. I mean, they have 40 armor rating, so that's obviously way better, but Thorax Sword's just getting absolutely shredded over here. Really not doing great. Armored Legionaries have moved up, so now they are going to be in the thick of it. Pulling out some Thorax Swords, throwing in a fresh unit. Look at that, though. Rome finding a little wee bit of a gap to exploit and use to try and catch these retreating Thorax Swords out. So they're kind of stuck in there. Let's see where the shot's coming from. Yeah, he's going after these archers, but no such luck. And then over here, really not much of anything. All right, so we do have the Iberian Spears getting sent in. Kushite Slave Infantry, so that's going to be Jabbies and Pila. Wasted on them. We have some Scutari up in the walls over here, taking on some Chosen Swords. I think the Scutari should have that. Maybe not. What's the melee? I think it will come down to melee defense, really. And yeah, Chosen Swords might have this. But now we got some armored Chotels coming in, backed up by Noble Fighters. Armored Chotels, oh my god, they're getting just peppered down. It didn't look like any of them hit, though. They didn't lose anybody. So these Armored Chotel Warriors should have absolutely no problem tearing through these Astati. Honestly, may not be a... I was going to say to get somebody in over here and then charge into the side, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, these guys will get sliced and diced, my dudes. Oh, looks like he clipped this Chosen Sword unit. Imagine he'd take out 4 guys. Still going after the archers, though. I mean, not a bad target to go for. Syrians are definitely a headache for sure, if left to their own devices. And over here, still just kind of hanging out. This tower is getting close, though, to being to 100% fire damage, and then it's going to start to burn. It's already lost 10 guys out of here, too. Pushed over here is this Kushite Slave Infantry is also just getting pretty well wrecked, too. I wonder if you can get into here. All right, quick tips for this. I'm going to pause, or not pause, we're going to slow it down just for half a second, because I want to share this. It's something that I was made privy to that I did not know. So this area, right? This area over here, pretty big choke point, right? A great meat grinder, if you will. Did you know that you can do this? Did you know that this courtyard is traversable? It is. I didn't know it until I was informed by someone well more versed than I. It does take a little bit of not repeated clicking, but it just takes a bit for them to filter in. But keep that in mind if you're ever attacking on the settlement, or even if you're ever defending on the settlement, that is something that you can do. Also, this little courtyard right here, you can get in there as well. So that's, if you get your archers in there, you can stuff them away in there, and they'll have a better range for hitting this, that, and the other. Or, if your front line is hypothetically way down over here, but you're still stuck over here, you can send your archers right over here, and then they can fire right into the backs of those units. All right, anyway, back to the actual action that's going on over here. Noble Fighters mixed in with some Thorax Swords and Armored Chotel Warriors. They are actually losing, down to 70. Noble Fighters doing pretty good, though, up to 18 kills. Hastati not doing great. Armored Legionaries, though, are tanking quite a bit of damage, I would imagine, and 95 armor, so it's no surprise. Thorax Swords, man, this is turning into a meat grinder. And still over here, this is just wide open. I would love to see them send some units this way. If he sent, like, the Iberians, no, not the Iberian Swords, because they just got, I mean, their melee defense is chef's kiss, but armor's dog shit. But if he sent the Scutari in, then he also says they have the chosen swords over here. I think maybe he might have missed his mark to get in here and cause some serious havoc. Because right now, I mean, they're doing okay. It seems to be... Oh, my God, Seleucid, you are playing a dangerous game right now. My lord. So, Armored Shotels over here, up against 2 units of Hastati, and just absolutely... I mean, they're winning. Syrians over here, though, need to do something. What? I'm not sure. They're getting some Pila thrown in over here, hitting some of these guys. Oh my God, did you see that? Yeah, they're losing now. They need to fall. I mean, they can't fall back because Seleucid brought in his archer. No! No! What is going on? What are you doing? Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, this is just getting bogged down in here. They need to do something different. Pulled back the Shotel is good. I'd love to see that. Switched them out for the Thorax. Levy Freeman coming on up, going to use their jabby power. What do we got here? Did they knock down a gate? And they're just like opening shit up left and right, huh? Arverni's ballista crews, wall artillery crews come off. What do we have here? Just Thorax, right? Yeah. I just, yeah, I don't know why. Come on. Come on. Unless he's waiting. Unless he is biding his time. I mean, that could be it. I always say, delayed attacks can work. You just have to be able to time them right. If they can cause enough casualties to the defenders over here, if they can make them commit enough troops, then yeah, then pushing here would definitely be good. It's just being able to break through here. That's gonna be the tough part. You know, Arverni with chosen swords. And you know they have some Oathsworn laying around somewhere. More armored legionaries moving on up. What's their melee defense? 51. So their melee defense isn't great. But it makes up for that 95 armor. Oh, look at this. Oop, there you go. Oathsworn. Oh, so 2 units of Oathsworn at least. Oh, look at this. Arverni's getting great flanking shots on push over here, and they're just getting absolutely shredded by this arrow fire. They're starting to make a little bit of headway this way, but as that's happening, it's allowing Arverni just to be able to pepper them down real good. See? Look! Ha ha ha! Look at that! He's in there. I don't know, can they use their jabbies though? They have 16 kills, they probably still have some. Maybe they can't get their jabbies over that. Nope, they can, never mind. Okay. So... bounce power is slightly in the favor of the defenders. I don't know, man. I know, I always say I don't know, don't I? I always think, oh, they're not going to win. How are they going to pull this off? They're just getting blah, 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 blah. And then I'm proven wrong every single time. I should just start saying, yeah, they're going to win. They're totally going to win. There's no way that they could possibly lose. And then they'll lose because I've said the opposite of what's actually going to happen. All right, so Chosen Swords over here getting, I was about to say getting beat off. getting thwarted off over here, 131 kills. Silver Shield Swords are in the mix, but they're losing at the moment, only 69 kills. Noble Fighters up to 81. Armored Legionaries not doing too hot, but still, I mean, we got 2 more units of Armored Legionaries over here, but Kush is really pushing, it seems like, to cut through these guys like butter. Arvert, how did you get over here? Is this a gap right here? This might be a gap, actually. Right there. You see that? The only problem is his units would have got caught. I wish I hadn't missed that. Alright, here we go. Cretans. Looks like that's all we can see, actually. Moving up some Scutari. Okay, okay. See what happens here. We're gonna land. Drop that garbage, baby. Hmm? Jesus. I wish that there wasn't, like, an invisible lip here. You know what I mean? Like, just... God damn it, creative assembly. What if I did it like this? No. I want this to drop so I can get a cool pick. Damn it! Anyway.
Be on guard.
I mean, what do we have left here, right? So we have a bunch of... Whoa! Our Vernie with the Sally out. Okay. And falling back as quickly as they possibly can. Here comes Kush with his general, getting a nice little rear charge in. Oh, they turned around the counter charge. Rome rushing his archers over here as quickly as he possibly can. Look, he's got them up there, and they're going to start to pepper these guys down as much as they possibly can. Arvaki getting his Valeric slingers up on the wall over here. Not a bad idea. I don't think that the Gallic hunters, they might have the range. But if he can get some good shots off for like a little bit, he'll be able to really turn this grind fest over here around. But man, our Vernie with the bold move. Look at that. Huh? Looks like, no, they're firing. Don't do that. No. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Maybe he had them actually fire.
Run, Koshu!
91 kills so far for these Silver Shield Swordsmen. They're having a tough time, and they're up against 4 or 3 units. Syrians over here getting peppered down. Got some Syrian versus Syrian action. What do we have back here? Pikes? There is spears. We still have this unit over here of guerrilla warriors from... I mean, where's the... I don't know where the victory point is. It's either here or here. I think it's here, though. I'm pretty sure it's here. I mean, if he knocked down this wall, or even actually, I think maybe it would be better for him to get on the siege tower and then unload like that. Because if you knock down the wall, then the guy, the advisor that pops up in the top left-hand corner will be like, oh, the walls have been breached, and that'll alert them. Gallic hunters over here looking pretty beat up. 48 kills down to 41 men. That's no bueno. Tower over here is damaged 100. Oh no, this tower is damaged 70%. Still not getting fired at. These guys still just kind of hanging out. Ballista. Oh no, he's out. How many kills? Only 66. That sucks. Although it looks like he still has ammo. Maybe he still has ammo. So now, I mean, our Vernie's kind of screwed himself. Not really, but 2 very, very good melee units are now just sitting here, doing nothing, essentially. Celt-Iberian Cav gonna get a nice little charge off on the Levy Freeman. Looks like they dry fired. Yeah, these guys are now done for. Huge, really big charge. With the charge bonus 44, yeah, they're done. They're done. Meanwhile, over here, oof, 16 guys left in this Noble Fighter unit, up to 115 kills, not bad. Gallic hunters misclick, and or maybe they were out of ammo, but they only had 59 kills, so that's not great. 224 for this Estada unit. Whew, man. Oh, look at this. They're using it too. I'll preface this right now. I never pre-watch any of my replays that I do, so this is just like, I mean, both of these instances is a happy little coincidence that happened. All right, look at this. Egypt being forced to bring over some carrion axemen, thorax swords. This now would be the time, if there ever was, to start to rush as quickly as you possibly could to get in here and get in the mix of things. I mean, the Iberian swords, let's see, 35, 32, 26, easily. Iberian swordsmen easily take on these carrion axemen and thrash them. What do we got here? Ooh, he does still have ammo left. He just like, it seems like he just caught a glimpse of whatever that was. And just got a nice big rip. Unless he was going for the general and he got something else. A happy accident. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, Rome's starting to fall back. Thorax swords in pursuit. Gonna turn right around, charge in the back of these armored legionaries. Love to see it. Looks like our Bernie's going to start to bring his men back inside the walls. Definitely the smart thing to do. Carrying axemen, though, they're a pretty... they're like Iberian swords or Thurio spears. They're not great in melee, but they have those jabbies that they can use. Directional jabbies. So, I mean, this is going to be pretty big. Noble fighters are actually losing decisively. I mean, they are getting volleyed down. What am I going for? Puberty? Getting volleyed into the back by these thorax swords up on the wall. So that's a little, over here, Blaric Slingers down to 82 men. Not bad. They're not really... They're in combat. Who are they in combat with? Are they fighting? No, they're not fighting anybody over here. Up to 40 kills. They still have ammo. So hopefully... Are they getting shot at now? No, they're not. Hopefully he gets them firing at something. Honestly, into the back of these chosen swords would definitely be the way to go. Especially since they get quick reload. I know the missile damage isn't great, but I think they fire faster. Then, do we see, oh, that's no fire. I'm not even actually on the unit card. Jesus Christ. 8 shots per minute. You got to keep in mind he has a single bronze chevron, so that's 8 shots per minute compared to where the Syrians. Here they are. 6. So yeah, I mean, they can lay down an astonishing amount of missile fire, so that's always good. Armored Legionnaires over here getting thrashed. Carrying Axemen getting sent up onto the walls. They'll probably volley down right into the back of these armored Shotels and or the Noble Fighter General from Arvaki. Bounce power has shifted back into the favor of the attackers. And look at this. Egypt is now being forced to guard these breaches. And now he's stuck. He's stuck. He can't afford to take these thorax swords away, but he also now can't afford to reinforce this over here, okay? Because he's committed too many troops over here. Not that he's committed too many troops, because we don't know exactly what he has left in the back here. We haven't seen his general. We know that he still has at least 1 or 2 Thurio spears back here, and who knows what else. But still, the fact remains that he is committed at least, we remember seeing three thorax swords. We have 3 carrying axemen over here committed to this front. All 3 of those thorax swords are now gone. The carrying axemen also will be gone relatively soon. And then what we know that he has left is the carrying axemen, thorax swords, Thurio spears, and maybe a Thurio spear unit back over here somewhere, possibly. Guerrilla warriors still just kind of hanging out. Now would definitely be the time to use them, because at this point, you have to think in the mindset of the defenders. They're probably scrambling right now to shift troops around, plugging gaps, trying to prevent the attackers from moving forward anymore. The last thing that they might be thinking about is this guerrilla unit that got spotted in the beginning of the game. So going now definitely would be a good idea. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this was that thorax sword unit that was up on the wall over here. He managed to actually save them. That's good. I mean, and Arvaki still has some, 2 units of Scutari and then 2 units of Noble Fighters. Like, Scutari is nothing to shake a stick at, and Noble Fighters, of course, are in no way, shape, or form something you should shake a stick at. So let's take a look at their stats real quick. Noble Fighters, 56 melee attack, 41 weapon damage, 62 melee defense, 75 armor, compared to Oathsworn, which is 48, 45, 69, and 80. So they have the better armor. But, actually, we'll just look at it like this. Like, he's chevron. We need a base one. 56, 41. Yeah, I mean, the melee attack for them is way better. Melee defense is 69, and theirs is 62. So the Oathsworn definitely are a little bit tankier. Oh, they're going to get a nice charge off of these Shotel Warriors, and they're going to return the favor as well. And with that 80 armor, the Shotel Warriors should do fairly well against the Oathsworn. The Balearic Slingers have moved on in, and they are just hammering. These Cretan archers are just dropping like flies. Royal Kushite archers coming on in. They have plenty of ammo. And the Syrians from Seleucid, 67 and 98. 98, they could be potentially out of ammo. 67, they probably still have some. But some of these other guys, just lose ammo. 132 kills, and then Syrians here, 130. They're moving around. They're scrambling, it looks like. Move forward. They're going to try and plug this gap. Plug this gap. Jesus. Cap? Plug this gap. Hello, and welcome to my show, where we mispronounce words frequently. Thurio spears. Right, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that Egypt didn't bring any pikes. It might have behooved them to bring pikes, but also in the same breath, Kush has used no ammo, it seems like, on any of his archers. So he is full up and ready to let rip. Meanwhile, over here, Thorax Sword, Silver Shield Swordsman, 227 kills, love to see it, up against some Thorax Swords. They are, of course, though, getting beat up pretty good. There's only 12 men left in that unit.
No!
Shotel, oh yeah, this is not going to go the way that these Thorax Swords want. Armored Shotel is going to slice right through these guys. Carrying Axeman coming on forward. And honestly, if Egypt really wanted to, not that it would be a good idea in any way, shape, or form, but these Carrying Axemen, he could have columned them up and slipped them on right by. That is a nice little gap right there. But I mean, even like Kush, if he wanted to do that, he could. I would maybe even take this Kushite slave infantry unit because it's nice and small. You'll be able to fit it through gaps relatively easily. I would just bring them right on and slip them on by and let them get stuck in here, because they'll get some of the Carrying Axemen, and then they'll also get into some of the Thorax Swords. That'll put a little bit stress on the Thorax Swords and hopefully get them out of here a little bit quicker. You can see the Scutari is taking on the Oathsworn, preventing them from moving forward. Thurio Spears are over here. Honestly, I think maybe I'd leave the Thurio Spears over here with the Scutari to reinforce. Yeah, falling back, but he's just going to chase right on after them. Meanwhile, Thurio Spears are going to keep on volleying right into the retreating Thorax Swords. So that's going to be very detrimental. Over here, yeah, this guitar. Oathsworn are, I mean, they're doing good. There's 70 guys left, 130 kills. But I mean, if the Scutari can get some sort of backup, that'd be great. Or even honestly, if he pulled back and Kush moved in and they set up a nice little kill box, that would be good too. Over here, Silver Shield Swords taking on some Oathsworn. They are losing slightly. Honestly, maybe the Scutari should come over here and help. But we have Oathsworn General. He is fresh, I'm assuming. Yes, he is. Are these guys moving yet? Nope. Did you forget about these guys? I can't blame you if you did. There's a lot going on over here.
Reload now!
Here we go. Noble Fighters coming in. Going to take on these Thorax Swords. And they're going to have a bit of a field day. Honestly, now would, especially if you're going to engage these guys, now would absolutely be the time to land at least even one of these Iberian swordsmen up here. Because while these Noble Fighters engage these Thorax Swords, the Iberian swordsman that would be up here could volley down into the either side and or even just come down off the wall and charge into the sides of these units. Love to see it. All right, Skutari getting switched out with some fresh armored Shotel warriors. We're up to 368 kills. My God, down to 62 men. And they should have a pretty good time over here dealing with these guys. Iberian cab moving around. Looks like we're probably going to try and find some way to get in here. Meanwhile, back over here, still nothing. Do the sneaky sneak. What do we have? Royal Peltists. Okay. Royal Peltists? All right. Royal Peltists moving on forward. They're going to have a bit of a field day here. Obviously, they have a full ammo left, and you got to keep in mind that when you come into this breach and you get held up here, this is like prime target to go after, right? So if you have Royal Peltists, Thorio Spears, Slingers, oh, I would not have done that. I would not have done that. I would have let them waste the rest of it. Oh, and they're just going to get so peppered. Why did you... And now the Iberian Cav is going to be able to get in right here. They're going to get in right here. They're going to slip on by, and then they're going to be in here. They're going to just create so much havoc. He's going to slip them on by, flank all the way around, and go after these archers. And Egypt's not going to have anything back here to do anything about it. You know, all these Thorax. And what are you doing with these guys, dude? You had the advantage. You had the advantage. I mean, they're split right now, but he had the advantage. He could have peppered them. I would have peppered them down, wasted all of the Royal Peltist's ammo as much as I humanly possibly could have. Then I would have pulled the Thorax swords back and countercharged with the Royal Peltists. Meanwhile, over here, jeez, just look at all the dead bodies, man. Mirrored Sword's gonna get charged in the rear. Imagine if there was like actual physics and you saw them like slip on the bodies and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Thorio Spear in square formation. Yes, you want them to last, put them in square. Doing alright over here. I mean, Carrion Axemen and Thorax Swords are nothing really to be worried about. Chosen Swordsman definitely a little bit scarier. Thorax Swords over here have been thoroughly defeated, and now they're able to switch and move to deal with these Royal Peltists, and these Royal Peltists are now going to get beat up. Ooh, Iberian Cav going to go this way. Hopefully they don't get hung up. Calm them up. Nice, there you go. You got it, you got it. Slip them on by. You got enough room. Come on, don't get caught, don't get caught. Yeah, baby! Go, go, yes. Yes! Countercharge from Rome's General. Still haven't changed that keybind because of who I am as a person. Countercharge by Egypt's General, Ptolemy Cav. Honestly, I may not have gone with a Ptolemy Cav General, but that's just me. Celtiberian Cab, definitely not going to win this engagement. And look at this, they're wasting their ammo, or at least they were. Looks like they're not doing it anymore. But now, yeah, I mean, there's not much left. They're going to clean up the rest of what's over here, charge into the rear of these chosen swords, and then they'll be able to... oh, pardon me. They'll be able to move a little bit more freely. What do we have over here, actually? What is this? Thorax swords. I'm really surprised that they didn't bring Galatian Royal Guard. Oh, jeez. Am I going through puberty? Damn. Because it seems like that the funds for this were not extremely restrictive. So if they had brought, look at this, trying to do a sneaky sneak. Love to see it though. I mean, good on Arverni for trying to pull something off here. But yeah, I mean, if money wasn't too much of an object, I definitely would have brought at least one Galatian Royal Guard or two, because that is just a beast of a unit. It definitely would have been able to deal with the noble fighters. Maybe not the Kushite armored Cho'Tell warriors, but
Warriors, move out!
yeah. Anyway. Big shots coming in. Drunk going after him. Shit. I can't believe you still have ammo. That's amazing. Did he actually gold chevron his general? Oh. Alright, so these Thorax swords they're getting beat up. Pretty good. Noble fighter is losing. But I mean, they have...
As you say.
Who's firing over here? I just saw an... Oh, that's why they're losing. They're getting shot in the back. I would not have gone after... Well, maybe I would have gone after the Royal Peltists. No, I definitely would have gone after the Green Archers. Here comes Rome's General. He did! Why did you do that? Melee defense 70... I mean, I guess it's not bad, but... General and bodyguard. So he went with the more expensive unit. But here comes Kush's general. Hopefully, no, don't ride away. Come back in. Get in here, dude. Well, he can't. Royal Peltists are freed up. But yeah, I mean, the attackers don't really have much of anything left. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in this one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Do all that cool YouTube stuff. Helps out the channel. And of course, I appreciate it as well. And don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Feel free to join the Discord if you have battle replays of your own that you would like to see up on the silver screen. That is YouTube, and I will try and get to them in a timely manner. Is he actually wasting ammo here? No, he's not. Hopefully Kush is able to capture this before they lose it. Yes! Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Royal Pelt, they don't do great. I mean, their armor, they have really good armor. 80 armor. But for whatever reason, it just feels like that they do terrible when they get shot at. Come on, cap this. Cretans, 213 kills, and they still have ammo. Wow. Well done on your missile management there, bud. He's about to fire at these guys that they look like. Oh no! Oh no. Maki has lost his general and his noble fighter. The Polaric Slingers are getting close. 190 kills. He really doesn't have much of anything left. But you still have... Yes! Guerrilla Warriors. Come on, get them over here. Move. They're so distracted over here. I mean, this is all that they have left, for sure. There cannot be anything left for the defenders. Now would be the time to knock down this wall. Not that they actually need it. There it goes. He's getting on there. Not that they actually need him to knock down the wall, because I think that they got this in the bag, no problem. These guys have got to be out of ammo. Are they actually not? 76. They're not. He's... Yeah, this is a bad spot, just because of the hill that's here. Not a great angle for manual firing. I can only imagine your frustration of trying to get a good angle on the Roman general here. He's going to come right around, charge into these seniors who are just standing here. It looks like they still have ammo, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. This is a moot point. This is just going to be a small victory type of thing. Looks like Skatar moving on back over here, trying to intercept these guys here. Kushite Royal Guard, or Kushite Royal Guard's moving in too. He's going to charge into the Roman general. Did manage to get into some of the archers, but honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. Meanwhile, over here, he's getting ready to knock down this wall. We're starting to see some mass routing across the board. It looks like Arverni is 100% gone. And so is Rome for the most part. Egypt is the last man standing. Cho'Tell Warriors, Silver Shield Swordsman getting into shield wall as quickly as possible to mitigate that charge bonus from Ptolemy Cab. You can see how they just kind of charge into them but don't really go anywhere. 99, 100, wow, they've been really getting quite a bit there. 110 kills. There we go. These guys are on the inside already. They're going to start to charge forward. Probably move towards the capture point. Not that it really matters. It does appear that Egypt is the last man standing. And yeah, they're dropping like flies. No surprise. No surprise to dropping like flies. Yeah, da 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 da. So, not bad. A bit of a rough start, it seemed like, at least. And those triple gold chevron Hastati. Woo! Can't wait to see how well they did. Oh. My lord. I apologize for the yawning. Stayed up late last night, and of course I'm paying for it today. Alright, so. Oh, Celtic Slan, not Stan. My bad. I apologize, Celtic. But damn, look at this. Woo! Celtic Slan getting 3,235 kills. 77 for his general, 76, 129, 158, and 129 for his Royal Kushite archers. So awesome. Well done there. Armored Chotel is just housing shit. Look at this. 238, 325, 376, 325, 373, 144, 45, 19, and 306. Damn. 71, 1, and 3 for the Kushite slave infantry. They definitely could have done better, but I understand what he used them for, and I like that. I guess, yeah, I would call it a strategy. The use for these guys to just run around, pick up all the siege towers, drop the siege towers and tortoises and whatnot, and doing all that shenanigans. DJ 437, 2,111 kills, 88 for his general, 68, 102, 134, and 135 for his Syrians, 154 for the Peltists. Silver Shield Swords, 229, 223, 215, and 128. Not bad. They really... Silver Shield Swordsman... let me finish, and I'll double back. Thorax Swords, 53, 103, 71, 67, 51, 98, 60, 39, and then the Three of Spears, 93. Silver Shield Swordsmen aren't, in my opinion, I feel, aren't worth the money. I believe they are more expensive than Royal Peltists. I could be wrong. But in my opinion, I don't think that they are ever worth it. I mean, these numbers are really good, don't get me wrong, and they can be a really good unit. I mean, you could say that about any unit, really, that this unit's really not worth it. But it's really how you use it and utilize the unit. But in like a head-to-head dead heat against other elite tier units, Oathsworn, Galatian Royal Guard, not even Praetorian Guards, just Praetorians, armored Chotel warriors, friggin' noble fighters, they're not winning. They're not going to do great. Even the Royal Thorax Swordsmen that Egypt gets, I feel, are better than the Silver Shield Swords. But that, of course, is just my opinion. So, Emperor Kandikatsu getting 2,416 kills, 322 for his general. Awesome. Love to see it. 76 for his ballista, 84 for the Celt-Iberian Cav, 190, 104, and 59 for the Valeric Slingers, 0 for the Guerrilla Warriors. Sally sells, she sells by the seashore. 0 for the Iberian Spears, 32, 58, and 99 for the Iberian Swordsmen. 216, 151, 175, 121, and 226 for the Noble Fighters. 77, 128, and 108 for the Scutari. TTV Exo Trojan getting 2,127 kills, 41 for his general. Honestly, all right, let me finish and then I'll double back. 45, 60, and 7 for the Syrians, 144, 194, 111, 157, 35, 163, 102, 118 for the Armored Legionaries, 110, 178, 137, 226, damn, 140, and 139 for the Hastati. It's never, in my opinion, at least for Rome, because they don't get infantry generals, which I understand why, but this game isn't completely historically accurate in every facet that is present in it. So the fact that they couldn't give us, and the same goes for Carthage too, that they couldn't give us infantry generals, mildly annoying. What are you gonna do? I mean, you play mods. That's what you do. But anyway, so spending money, especially on the general's bodyguard, since it is the more expensive general's bodyguard unit, or general unit rather, uh, chevroning this up to even single gold, I think he would have been better off putting it in here. Uh, Obviously, jacking up the stati as much as they are paid off really, really well. But I think if he had used all of this money to upgrade these armored legionnaires more, I think he would have had better results. Because with his stati, like, he could have waited for them to knock down those walls and then just set up a V of death. You know, just to set them up in a V formation on either side of the breach, and just let them javvy away and let them charge in. But that's my opinion. Everyone plays differently. Clearly, this obviously worked out for him very well. I mean, they lost, but he still put up some very impressive numbers. So, Max getting 1,469 kills. 129 for his Ptolemaic Cap Gen, 72, 15, 74 for the Cretans, 82 for the Rhodian Slingers. Carrion Axeman, 19, 38, 3, and 37. Royal Peltis, 152 and 50. Thorax Swords, 122, 25, 41, 121, 58, and 71. And Thorio Spears, 50, 43, and 68. And then Barbed Mean, 1,685 kills, 155 for his Gen, 59, 48, 21, and 128 for the Gallic Hunters. The other Oathsworn, 171, 94, 134. And then Chosen Sword, 61, 179, 63, 223, not bad there, 35, 53, 93, 49, 61. Levy Freeman, 11, 18, and 29. Also, I think I would have chevroned up the Thorax Swords. I think that would have been a better unit to go with, just because they're more tankier than these guys. I mean, well, what are you gonna do? Hindsight's 2020. Everyone plays differently. This just feels like a very barbarian settlement defense, if that makes sense. Because I feel like with barbarian settlements, for the defenders, it behooves them more to go with units that have more projectiles to use. Because if you think about a barbarian settlement and when you're attacking it, obviously you can't bring siege tortoises unless you're glitch them in. And so when you get up to the wall with your siege tower and the door drops and everyone starts to filter out, it takes them a minute to set up a line, right? And they kind of like do some wonky crap, and they're all bunched up and they're trying to figure out like which way do we face. And then that's like a perfect time for if you have Thorio Spears, Carrion Axemen, Royal Peltists, Iberian Swords, you know what I mean? Like those type of units, like if you have a lot of them, they can be extremely devastating. Because I've played games where it was on like Bertigala, and I landed my troops, and all I got met with was a bunch of Carrion Axemen and Iberian Swords or something of that nature, and my initial assault got absolutely shredded. So, but anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. This one was pretty good. And yeah, with that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.